So what is Moxa? So on today's episode, we're going to be talking about what is Chinese medicine, how can it help you, and what actually even is it within Chinese medicine. Of the aspects of acupuncture is Moxibustion. So what is Moxa? It's a herb, mugwort, that's used to burn either on the needles or over the needles or on the acupoints. So here I've got this little Moxa box, and this is a little box that's used, put the Moxa stick inside the box. Now, it's basically like a little cigar kind of thing here. So what we're going to do is we'll just light this up at the end there. And the thing with Moxa is it will make a smoky situation happen. There'll be smoke coming out. So you can see that quite a bit of smoke comes out. I can't leave this Moxa going too long because the place where I'm filming here has a bit of sensitive smoke alarm, so we don't want that going off. But basically the Moxa looks like a cigar stick. So what happens is we heat this bit up here at the bottom. Let me just make sure that's nice and hot going. Roll. And then what will happen is some heat will be produced at the bottom of that stick. Now, practitioners can hold the stick over the points, so they can just hold it over the point like that. And sometimes this method called bird pecking is used like that. Sometimes a method called circling, holding it up and down, that kind of thing. Different ways of doing it. Now, the Moxa stick could just be applied to the acupuncture point like that to warm it. Most commonly, Moxa is used on the abdomen, on the back, where there's areas of cold. There could be areas where you've got cold in your body, in your joints, or different aspects of your body as well. When it's applied to a bigger area, we often use this Moxa Box. And this is an aspect of also the home use of Moxibustion that's used a lot in China by Chinese people. That I'm just making sure that that's not touching the mesh. So the Moxa Box has a bit of mesh at the bottom there, and then you stick the stick in there, and then what happens is the heat kind of goes down. Now these come with a little strap that's made to strap it onto different areas. So you could put it onto your shoulder, you could put it onto your arm, on your abdomen, on your back, different areas like that. And what this does is, one is it protects the person from the ash of the Moxa dropping down on you. So Moxa can be used by people at home, but your practitioner needs to show you how to do it. It's not something that you can just buy a stick and start using it without proper instruction, because you can burn yourself. So you need to be really careful that you're doing it properly. What I usually recommend for patients, if they want to do it themselves, is getting a Moxa Box if they need to do it regularly, because as long as you don't burn a hole through this mesh at the bottom, then that will keep that nice and sort of sturdy and strong. And so that then basically the ash will get stuck there and it won't drip down on you. So what can happen is, over time, this Moxa stick just burns up, and then a big lot of that kind of drop down. I'm just going to put this out because I don't want to create a lot of smoke for the video. Now, we normally don't put them in water, but it's the quickest way I can get that out for this bit of video. Plus, we don't want a lot of smoke going on in here. So Moxibustion, or Moxa, is a way of applying heat to acupoints. And we often use this way. This is a little tiny bit of the Moxa. You'll see on the picture where that's burning through onto the point. Now I'll grab this little needle that I got out of the packet before. So what would happen is that would go into the person, or into the acupuncture point. Ooh, drop that one. And then this little thing here goes on top. And what happens is they just get squeezed a little bit. And they'll just kind of sit on top. So let's say that would be in the skin like that. And then this will be lit up, and that actually goes through. Now, you would think that would make this like burning hot, but it doesn't. It just gets warm through the needle. It doesn't get hot like it doesn't sear you, or actually some patients hardly even feel it, but they should feel a warmness. But certainly, like, the amount of the actual thinness of this needle isn't hot enough for you to feel a burning. It's not like being stabbed with a burning poker or like that. Now, I mean, in my experience, I find Moxa to be very useful for certain kinds of pain, and certainly if there's cold in the body or the person's yang deficient, there's not really a lot sometimes that that acupuncture can do for people. They need herbs or Moxa. So Moxa is a great thing when their warmness of their body is deficient. It's going to be able to get in there and warm them up. Now, does every practitioner do Moxa? Probably not. One is because of just simply the smoke. I just showed you the amount of smoke that came from a few seconds of having it on. There's different types of Moxa. This stick here is a charcoal stick, which is what they call a smokeless Moxa. So it's just something designed to heat you, but not actually the mugwort. So the Moxa itself is the herb of mugwort. There are properties that herb has, and people who adhere to like more the classical style of acupuncture or Chinese medicine would think that you can't replicate that with just a heat stick or something hot. Otherwise, you might as well just put an infrared heat over you. Now, some practitioners do use that. Heat is a warming treatment, so it warms your body and it gets yang to the area. So if there's something you think I haven't covered, if there's something else you'd like me to cover, please leave a comment and like and subscribe. If you're not a subscriber already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. The Chinese Medicine Podcast is about making Chinese medicine accessible and easy for people to understand and to bring you the benefits of Chinese medicine through the understanding and the application of the understanding to you. So I hope this has been useful, and thank you, and see you again on the next video.